3. Almost catches the timing. 4 seconds. He really wants to stop him. He's going to go for more kills. Taking down Breeze.
Chris, it's really a pleasure to have you here. It's 9 years after you've won here in Cologne. It's a lot of years, actually.
Yeah.
The game has evolved, you have evolved. In what way do you feel like you've moved on since that beautiful, emotional day?
I mean, it was probably one of the happiest days of my life, winning in there. Sadly, it wasn't in this arena. It was at Gamescom still. I got to remind people, they're like,
Sure.
you won in Landsix. I'm like, no, I never won in Landsix, sadly. So it's funny when people actually are OG fans when they say, yeah, it was at Gamescom. And I'm like, oh shit, you actually know you guys. And it actually happened this event. First time it actually happened, they're like, yeah, I was at the Gamescom actually. And they explain everything. I'm like, oh, you actually know yourself. All right, never mind. Like, what has changed from those times to now, I would say, I mean, it's kind of depressing answer to some degree, but it's like I'm a lot happier person. I gave everything for this game and this industry and my personal career and so on, and it's been a long journey and something I will gladly do again if it's necessary. Hopefully not, never again. But I feel like it was the right thing to stop, because that also made me work on me and work me as a human being and myself alone. I don't care about the spotlight or anything like that. And the health that everyone speaks about, health. It have to be like that. That was something I never prioritized, never. And that's something I had to live with the rest of my life, some of the problems that came up with it. But I feel like I'm in a much better place than I was before.
That's really good to hear, actually. Well, one of the questions that always pop up to my mind, nowadays you're a streamer, that's
Yes.
what you do.
Yep.
But a lot of people who were your opponents, your friends at the time, for example, recently Neo from Denver, this pro, started coaching. Was it something you've ever thought about? Did you get any offers, or is it something you don't think about?
I mean, I think about it time to time, actually more recently than actually before. I think I've been also a little bit vocal about it time to time. I don't think everyone is really, they don't really know it, but I've been vocal, at least on my stream, for example. And I've said I've never been interested in it, but that feeling has changed more and more, and I've also got actually offers to doing it. Not one specific for a tier 1 team, and also not teams that I will never even mention who and so on, but there was actually never for a tier 1, which is also understandable because I don't have experience specifically being a coach. And also I don't think I want to take the road to jump into a tier 1 team if that ever happens, because I need experience. I need to learn a little bit first, you know, before I can take up a big task like that, you know. Because the coach has such a big power nowadays and also needs to be a prime example for the rest of the coaches and also for his team that he's coaching on. So, but I would love to do it, but it has a lot of things has to be in line and actually make sense. And like, if I got it even from like a tier 1 team, I would like really consider it and actually really think about it, maybe take it, but I will still take it like a step back and actually really analyze it. So like I would be open to it at least. But I really enjoy my streaming life and I really enjoy where I am as a human being nowadays. And I got to work in the industry still. I got to travel to some of the tournaments and other games and all the other things that I do. And I think it fits me as a human being. So that's why also I would really need to figure out, like, do I really want to do this again, like, but in a different setup, you know, and you're never really home, so it's like, do I really want to do it again, you know, and you will probably lose even more time being a coach than a player, so.
Sure.
I don't know, who knows, maybe I sit here next year in CS2 instead and like, hey, I'm actually coaching whatever team, you know, and like, I don't know, who knows.
Sure. One last question. As you mentioned, CS2 is right around the corner. My question is, when at the start of CSGO you've dominated the infamous, famous 87-0 streak, do you feel like there's at the moment a team that has the possibility to do the same with CS2?
No, I think it's like that record. I actually want it to be broken. I want someone to break that record to actually extend it even more crazy. But I don't think it's possible. Mostly because of it's such a ridiculous record that we didn't actually understand. Still, it took us a long time to understand it when we were up to like probably like 66 or something like that. That's when we understood as a team because someone mentioned it. Like we were like, oh, okay. But the scene and the players and the talents and everything has evolved to another level that I can't describe, and everyone is more even out than it was back in those times. So I don't think it's a possibility, but I hope someone breaks it. I actually want someone to break it, so it would be cool to see it, but nah, like it needs to be something completely new, a game that no one has mastered at all, or the engine, or whatever you can call it. Like it must be something like that. And actually, fun fact, there is actually in Valorant, they actually broke it. There was a team that went over to 100 plus games. So, like, if you're gonna speak like that and also be honest, but there's another game that actually has broke it. So.
That's incredible. Yeah. So anyway, that's all the time we have. I thank you very much for answering my questions, and hopefully you'll enjoy your streaming life even more, and good luck into the future.
Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, and hope you have enjoying the final in a good way.
You do. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
They're going to push straight through. He almost catches the timing. 4 seconds. He really wants to stop him. He's going to